Okay. Okay, so what happened? The thing is, like, the Monday before PAX started, alright? Actually, a little earlier than that, like, on Friday the 27th, that's where my wife got sick. By the way, she's okay, she's getting back to his original self. Okay, so she got sick. The thing that she got, I don't know the word in English, but let me check it out. Mononucleosis? Yes, it seems like it. Kissing disease, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's that? Is that it? Is that it? I don't know. Reversal YouTube, what's up? How you doing, man? Okay, she got like 2 diseases at the same time. She got one that's called in French mononucleose, which is something that just puts you to bed for months. So like she could not even get out of bed. She was like, oh no, and you know, when she was, how can I say that? She was, well, she was stuck to bed. She was always sleeping all the time, you know. So I had to take care of the kids. So that plus sinusite. I don't know what's the word for that. Sinusite. Probably something like that. Sinusitis. Sinusitis. I don't know. Something like that. Sinusitis English. Blah blah blah. I'm pretty sure you already guessed what it is. Sinusitis. There you go. So she got mononucleosis and sinusitis twice at the same time. So the thing is, she had like a massive headache and she could not even go up from bed. So it was terrible. And I was like right beside her and feeling like incompetent at all. Like, what should I do? I don't know. I'm gonna juggle. I am worthless. So yeah, I had to take care of the kids. So that's why I stopped streaming like 2 weeks ago. Had to take care of the kids. And the thing is, PAX was about to start like 3 days after that. I was supposed to get with Chance Awesome Games and ride to Boston. But I would not be able, you know, I should not leave my wife with 3 kids while she cannot even get out of bed. That will be terrible, you know. So I've looked for kindergartens around here, and the thing is, I didn't want to put my kids on a kindergarten for a whole week to some strangers, you know. That will be horrible. So I contacted my family, my sisters and my brother, and they said yes, they can take care of my kids. So I was like, thank you very much. And my mother-in-law was taking care of my wife. So everybody was taken care of. The thing is, my sisters and brother live really far from Quebec, okay? So that's Quebec City right over there. So if you go like on Montreal, so that's like 3 hours of riding, and then whoa until Val d'Or over here, and even a little higher than that. There you go, Amos. So from here to hang on. From here, what the hell happened? Just one red, please. Alright. From Quebec, Montreal, Amos over here. That is 10 hours of driving, alright? So I decided to go like on Tuesday night. It was 7 p.m. I was like, okay, let's start to ride right there, you know? I'm gonna stop in a hotel if I have to, otherwise I'm gonna drive all week. So, me and my little kids over here, look how cute they are. Look how it is. Look how they. By the way, that's Maeva, Noah, and Lake. Alright, those are my 3 kids. So, all the Lachh's family right over there. We started from Quebec City until Amos over here. But the thing is, the road was so, the weather was so bad that I had to stop in a hotel around here, alright? Because I was riding like it was like snowing as shit. I was riding super slow and I felt tired. So instead of having an accident with 3 of my kids, I decided to go stop here on a hotel. So next day, we're back. We go over there, and here is a national park. All right, there is nothing. Let me show you. Okay, so there is nothing here. Okay, there's a national park. There is only forest, like trees, and trees. This is about 2.5 hours of driving. All right, hang on, 2.5 hours of driving. Okay, so the little Lachh's family goes just over there. What the hell happened? Yes, my car broke in the middle of fucking nowhere, right over there, in the national park. So I don't even have a cell phone. Okay. So I was stuck in the middle of nowhere, like in my car with 3 kids that I didn't understand what was happening, but I had to like keep smiling and say, yeah, nothing's happening, nothing bad's happening. But man, I was in the middle of fucking nowhere with snow everywhere, stuck in my car with 3 kids. So yeah, I ended up driving a little slow because the car was able to move, but like only at 20 miles per hour. So I was driving at 20 miles per hour until I see a public SOS phone. I called them. And they were super stupid. I was like, okay, I'm stuck in a national park. And they say, okay, what city? I'm like, I'm stuck in a national park. There's no city. They were like, okay, but can you tell me the address? Fuck you, I'm stuck in a national park. Like, well, the third 3, I was in the middle of nowhere. So they finally said, okay, we can give you like a towing. We can send you a towing. We're like, okay, cool. But the thing is, there's only 3 places in the car. It was like, well, I have 3 kids. I won't leave them in the middle of national park. What the fuck? Find something, man. So after like calling over and over and over, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, they finally find a towing with 4 places. So we've been able to go to Valdor over there. With my car broke. Yay! So now the whole family is at Valdor, but we need to get to Amos. So I called up my sister. My sister went here, take the kids. Yay! So they arrived safely at Amos with my kids and with my sister and brother. I was stuck over here. So the thing is, I checked the bus because I had no car. So I checked the bus for Valdor to Boston, and they had one. It was 7 p.m. So it was okay. I'm gonna erase a couple of things like this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so it was 7 p.m. here. I left Quebec 7 p.m. So it was like 24 hours just to get over there. So I saw that there was a bus going to Boston at 11 p.m. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stick here for 4 hours and then go to Boston. Yay! So, I finally get over Montreal. And then, to Boston. I arrive on Thursday, which is like the day before, just in time to preparing my booth and meet with the rest of the team, Emily and Mike. So I finally arrived at around 6 p.m. over here, and the doors were closing at 10 p.m. So we had like 4 hours to finish the booth. So I arrived over there, exhausted as fuck, because I was on the road since like 48 hours already, prepping all the booth. Until like I see Mike and Emily, and it was like, oh Simon, you get in there. Cool, you're here. Have you brought the banner? You know the big Just Shapes and Beats banner? Like a 10 feet by 6 feet banner saying the name of the game, you know? Oops, I forgot it. In Quebec City. Because I'm a complete fucktard. So I just arrived over there after 48 hours of driving, bad weather, stuck in national park and everything. And I didn't even put my luggage down on the floor, and I realized that I forgot the Just Ships and Beats banner. I was like, oh, I wanted to cry. So okay, I was in solution mode. Okay, I say okay, we have no banner to say what is the fucking name of the game. So I'm like, okay, that's a problem. Solution. Let's go on Best Buy, buy a big fucking TV, like a 70-inch TV on Best Buy, the biggest fucking TV we can find. Put that on our booth so it doesn't feel empty, you know, so it cover up my mistake. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go Best Buy. So that's what I do. I'm on Boston over here. I'm going to a Best Buy somewhere with in a taxi, something. I arrive at the Best Buy and I tell to the guy, I say to the guy, okay, I want a TV. He say, okay, what kind of TV? I want the biggest size for the cheapest price. And I start laughing. The guy say, okay, do you want 4K resolution? I say, no. I want the biggest size for the cheapest price. And you go, do you want LED or whatever? LED, what it was, LED plasma screen? I said, no. I want the biggest size of the TV for the cheapest price. Find me that. So I finally got a 70-inch for 1,500 bucks. It was a Vizio or something. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay that and go back to the booth, and all my team was gonna be, oh, Lachhh, you're so awesome, blah blah blah. I'm gonna be the man with the plan, you know. So I start to I put my credit cards in, and credit card got blocked. It got declined because I was not in Quebec, and it decided it never got declined for the past 5 years. Never I got my credit card declined, and I went to San Francisco, Seattle, Boston, all around the world, you know, with my credit cards. Credit cards, my personal one and my business one. So I started to pay the guy, and my credit card got declined. And then I tried my personal one, and it got declined. So all of my card was declined. I was like, fuck, I'm in Boston, and now I have no money. Sweet, and no banner, no money. So I went back to the booth, because I have no cell phone. So I went back to the booth. Say, Mike, can I take your cell phone so I can call the credit card company? And at that point, I was so fucking exhausted and pissed off at the whole universe. I was like, come on, please. Let's resume a little bit. My wife got sick over here. Got 2 diseases at the same time. I had to drive 10 hours to go over there. I was stuck in the hotel over here because of the bad weather. I was stuck in the national park here because of my car broke. And then I was stuck here for 4 hours because there was no bus. And I finally managed to get to Boston, and all my credit card got declined. So now it was a question. I really wanted that TV on my booth. I say, if I get that TV on my booth, it's gonna. It was a question. It wasn't a question of quality of the booth. It was a question of me against the universe. I was like, if I get that TV on my booth, I will win. I will have won against the big fucking battle that the universe gave me for the past fucking week. So, my card got declined. I called the credit card company. Got them accepted again. Run to the Best Buy once again before it closed. And finally bought that TV, that 70-inch TV. And I was so super happy. It barely fit in the taxi. It was squeezing so tight that we like lightly damaged the box that it came in. You know, it was super tight in the taxi. So we finally put that on the booth. The booth looked wonderful. It was a great time, and we had a great time at PAX. You know, so I spent like my 3 days over there with Emily and Mike. We met a lot of awesome people. We won 2 awards, guys. We won 2 awards. We won on the top 10. Look at that. Destructoid. Boom. Oh, Lollyton2 is following the channel. Welcome aboard, Mr. Lollyton. Welcome aboard. Okay. Where it is? No. Whoa. Where it is? Okay, PAX East. Okay, there you go. Woohoo! Spam Sack is following the channel. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much for following. So yeah, we got a big article by Destructoid, which is awesome, and we got in the top 10. Can I see it over there? Yes, we got in the top 10 of Destructoid. I was so fucking happy. And then the same thing by sidequesting.com. We were in the top 10 as well. Right over there, Just Shapes and Beats. Look at that TV. It's hard to see over there, but it was a 7-inch TV. It was pretty big. I don't know if we have a photo. Emily, if you're watching, do we have some photos of the booth? Because I didn't, because my iPod broke. So yeah, we had a great time. We won awards. People loved the game. We had thousands of coasters and 500 cards, or the other way around. I don't remember. And we ran out of everything. Like, we gave the last cards and the last coasters to pretty much the last player. We arrived like, bam! Right on it, bullseyes. I also met with Danimal Cannon. Awesome dude, he really loved the game. So I was like, oh my god! I was like a groupie, you know. Oh my god, Danimal Cannon is over here! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! So he was like right there on my booth. He played Just Shapes and Beats, and he liked it. So we're gonna work together in the future, so I can't wait to work on Just Shapes and Beats again. And I also met with one of my... Woo! K-Mac Gregor is now following the channel. Welcome aboard, my friend. Thank you very much for following. Who else? Yeah, Family Jules 7X. The guy who makes pretty much all the metal cover, like Mega Man metal cover of Metroid. He's an awesome dude. He do awesome stuff. Let's go on YouTube to check it out. I'm gonna do a little shout to Mr. Family Joe 7X. There we go. Hey everyone, boom. This dude over here. So he went to play a little of Just Shapes and Beats. He liked it as well, and I actually talked with him to have a original compo, an original song from Family Joel. Woo! Magnesium is now following the channel. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much for following, Mr. Magnesium. So yeah, he was happy about Just Shapes and Beats, and he agreed to make an original song for Just Shapes and Beats. So this is awesome. Now I have to find money to pay him, but it will happen. And the thing is, he said that he wants to do it, the original song, you know, and when I will pay him, he's gonna do the original song on his channel, on Twitch, live. So I'm gonna be stuck over there, get some feedback and stuff like that. So we're gonna, you know, we will be able to see that the music as he's building it. So it's awesome. Alright, let me see the chat. Sorry I've babbled for like 20 minutes already, man. Sorry, but it was a long day, long week. Thompson! Oh, you met me too. Yeah, I met Thompson well. Thompson, my favorite Thompson of all. There's a smiley in the text box at type blue, blue, blue. Oh, there we go. Look at that TV. That's Mike. Hello, Mike. Hello. Can we zoom on Mike? Can we zoom on Mike? Hello, Mike! I should have like... he looks like the toasty guy in Mortal Kombat. Toasty! I should do that like from time to time. Just like, toasty! Oh yeah, Hempel is following the channel. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much for following. Look at that. Mike is watching you. Big freaking TV. Yeah, it was great. It was great. Bad touch. Bad touch. Oh, Hellblazer, man. Yes, we met with. I met with Hellblazer right over there. How you doing, man? It was great to see you at PAX. I've met a couple of Twitch of you guys. K-Unity as well. I met him. He was presenting a pretty cool game. So I can't wait to see that. You're in for a treat, Mike. Yeah, so beautiful. I didn't hear. Did he keep the TV? Yes, we did keep the TV. Well, I did not keep the TV. We put that. We gave it back to Best Buy after the PAX. But shh, shouldn't that say that? Yup, love the game. Thank you very much, Hellblazer. So yeah, after the PAX finally finished, we dismantled the booth, put everything back together, and then I rode back from Boston. Whoa. From Boston and Montreal. And here, my friend, I was so exhausted in Montreal. So I was in Montreal with Mike actually. Let's add Mike. I'm gonna add Mike to the battle. Well, a part of Mike. Okay, so I got with Mike. Half of his face from Boston and Montreal, and Mike has to go back to Quebec City, but I had to go back to Amos to get my kids. So at that point over here, okay, it was 6 a.m. in the morning, and just remember everything I went through, you know, all that driving, 10 hours of driving, and then 48 hours to go back to Boston, and 3 days of exhausting PAX, and then go back to Montreal. Okay, so now it's 6 a.m. in the morning. I am exhausted to death. Mike took his bus to go to Quebec City. My bus was going at 8 a.m. So I had 2 hours to wait for my next bus, and I was sleepy as fuck. So you know what I did? I played Super Hexagon. I had like big headphones. I put the music on maximum. I'm sure that everybody around was looking at me because I looked like somebody on crack. I was like, oh my god, I have to keep asleep. I know I have to sleep. And I was with my big fucking headphones playing Super Hexagon with like that face. And there was like, I don't know, like old women around me saying like, oh, I just went for the water festival in Magog and blah blah blah, you know, really cute grandma who just wake up, and he was sitting next to a guy, which was me, playing Super Hexagon on crack, like, oh my god, I have to stay awake. It was horrible. I wasn't the perfect example of good human being right there, man. I felt horrible. But you know what? I broke my record on my iPad. I had like 86 seconds on my iPad. It's not my all-time record, but I did broke my record on that state, you know? Oh my god. So I finally went in the bus at 8 a.m. and just when I just jumped on the bus, I slept. From here to like here. I slept for all. I took my car back. It didn't cost me anything because it was on insurance and stuff. I went with my family over there. Finally back with my little kitties. And I had the perfect time of my life. Yay, I cannot even draw a heart. Yay, look at that. So yeah, I was with my kid and I had like the warmest welcome I never had in my life. It was like, oh daddy, and they got like hug me and stuff. It was incredible. So the next day I slept for like 48 hours. I just slept, and then the next day we just like watched a couple of movies, me and my kids, and I just slept like exhausted of the whole week. The whole terrible week I had. But it was great. It worth it. It's worth it. And finally, 3 days ago, I drove back 10 hours back to Quebec City, where the whole team is back together forever. Yay! And by the way, my wife is getting better also. She can actually get out of bed and do some simple tasks, which is good. So I'm taking care of my kids a little more to give her a couple of time to, you know, get back on her feet. But yeah, everything is back to normal. I'm back here. I'm gonna stream every single day as usual, and I love you guys. So that was my whole adventure, should I say, to go to PAX and back. So let me know if you have any question, guys. That was like I